It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He's coming off a banner week, over 160 yards in that one. It's the Seahawks and the Jags, next on EA Sports.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle.
Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Murray. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
Nifty move. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Seahawks at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bates. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Zimmerman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Murray now on 1st down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Murray. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Throwing now is Murray. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Murray. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fields it right around the goal line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Second and 4.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to net?
Williams loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
A give to Elliott running left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, he finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray now to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now Murray again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Sanders' kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Inside give to Elliott.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Zimmerman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Zimmerman, and he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. And this one is right through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any faults of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. From there, we'll take a trip east to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Going to the right here and finding Burks. On second down, Elliott.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Murray now.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
First down, Murray. Open man right side, Myers.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They'll give to Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. To throw, it's Murray.
That pass taken in by Burks.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Murray now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray.
Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jerry Jeudy.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Zimmerman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jamison Williams.
55 yards.
And the Seahawks have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Murray now to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Zimmerman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. And he fires one incomplete. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup on the 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bryant.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
74 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 29, Murray.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Murray. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Murray again.
He gets this one to Burks. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown. When you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And even 150 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, it's Zimmerman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, here's Henry. And some room to maneuver.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Zimmerman. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First down, Murray.
It's complete, Burks.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On second down now, it's Zimmerman. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Back to throw here.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now out come the Jags.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Murray now on first down. Oh, nice move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw is Murray. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now Murray going to the right here and finding Burks.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they can't quite seem to turn things around.